Hey guys, Saga here, doing a bit of a retro action figure review. Now this is for something I picked up a little good while ago, and it is a 12-inch scale Hasbro produced Gamorrean Guard from the Return of the Jedi. This figure was released in the Saga line, I want to say. It's one of the lines. I don't think it was released as part of the Revenge of the Sith line. I think it was the previous line just before that as the Saga line, which would have been the Attack of the Clones line. They did a few figures from the older films in that line, as including, and they did include like the figures from that movie as well. The Revenge of the Attack of the Clones, like you had characters like young Anakin and young Obi-Wan, but then you had other characters that they introduced, like the Scout. I think they did a standalone Scout Trooper, which was a bit better than the one that came with the speeder bikes. You had figures like the ATSD driver. This guy, I think, was part of it as well. So you had a good kind of mixture of figures from across the board of some of the kind of original trilogy characters. So, and this is one of the ones I picked up. I got him in a lot of other figures, and he's actually really cool. He's not as fancy or as articulated as the Sideshow Collectibles one, which is like if you're going for complete movie accuracy and complete kind of movie realization, you're kind of wanting to go for one of those. But this guy himself is actually quite nice. For a kind of, I wouldn't say cheaper budget figure, because these guys still kind of demand quite a bit of money because they were harder to find, but he is a cheaper alternative. He comes with two weapons. He comes with a axe which has blood print on it, and it has a nice silver paint apps. He can hold it nicely in his left hand. It is designed to be held in the left more than the right. And then you have his other axe, which I remember them, if I remember correctly, they were supposed to be vibra axes or something like that, but they just look like a big standard axe kind of thing. But as you can see, his hand on the right hand is more open, so he can't get a good grip on the axe, on the kind of more traditional looking axe. He can hold this one a good bit better by just kind of putting it in there and kind of jamming it in between his fingers, or you can kind of have him hold it here. He doesn't hold it too well like that, but you can kind of trap it down by his body so it doesn't fall out too easily. He's very simple on articulation. He's essentially like a rotocast style figure. So he only has a swivel in the arms, which can go up. He can't go all the way around really because he gets hindered by the sculpting, but it can go up. He does actually have, he has sculpted, his tunic is sculpted onto his shoulders, as is his shoulder armor, but the actual tunic on his waist is actually a leathery piece. He has a plastic strap for the belts. He does have real fur kind of loincloth. He actually has an extra piece here for his hood. His headpiece is actually like his head cowl armor piece is actually a sculpted part as well. And then he has a big diaper, and it's an actual soft goods diaper. And then he has this weird swivel on his ankles, or on his hips. He has nothing else in the legs, and he only has the swivels in the arms, and then the swivel wrists, and he has no elbows or anything like that. And he has a rotating head, but it's at an angle, so when you do rotate it, it kind of looks a bit odd. Oop. He's catching his armor piece on him, but he's quite simplistic, but he does look quite cool. I will say that for him. So as I said, he can wield his axe by just kind of jamming it into his hand there. He can raise it up a good bit, but he can't get it because of the way the arms are cut. His arms swivel at an angle, so they don't swivel straight up, they swivel to the side. So as you can see there, if I move his arms forward, his arms kind of go off to the center as opposed to actually going straight up and down. And you can wield his axe. It's very loose on this hand. It doesn't have a great grip on it, but you can kind of get him to hold on to it without it slipping too much. If you can get him to kind of just hold it like that. But all in all, it's not a bad figure for something. If you just want to have it as a display on a shelf, it looks really, really good, and it looks good next to other 12-inch figures, which I only one I have close to hand at me is Force Awakens shampoo bottle style Kylo Ren. Unfortunately, I don't have any other 12-inch figures to hand that would be in scale. In fact, see, if I just go off camera for a sec, bear with me a moment. I do, in fact, have my Phantom Menace Mace Windu, just to show the scale. So he does scale up okay. He's not brilliant in scale. Technically, the Gamorrean Guards are a good bit bigger than the figure, than this figure is in that scale. But as I said, for something for the shelf, he's not too bad. Again, unfortunately, he is a little bit pricey on the secondary market because there was kind of a limited run on the Saga figures. I think they didn't get released everywhere, and some were store exclusives, so they are a little bit more harder to find. But he is kind of a cool figure, so if you are interested in getting something that's probably would be a bit cheaper than the Sideshow, the Sideshow Collectibles version, and you're not too worried about him being not completely movie accurate, I would recommend this guy. So as I said, I hope you enjoyed this review. As I say in my reviews, please feel free to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. I will try and get a bit more videos and a bit more stuff. I am waiting for some stuff to arrive in the post to get videos done for them. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed my video.